Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you guys the bad side, I guess, of V12, the discrepancies, the issues that I see in my area, in not really rural roads, but like not city roads either, just kind of like the backcountry roads. They have perfect markings, everything's fine, but it's very hellacious. You'll see like hills like this, and the car just doesn't understand the hills, so it'll brake really hard. Not really hard, it'll brake before every hill, and before the hill up and then the hill down. So I have to press the accelerator for about 20 to 30 minutes of my 45-minute commute, and that's like keeping my pedal down the entire time. And you'll see why. It just doesn't go the speed limit most of the time. So right here's fine. Otherwise runs pretty smooth, very human-like. Most cars go about 50 on this road. Looks like it'll actually do it, maybe? No? Almost? Alright, see, it's slowing down now because of the hill. Starts to speed back up and slow down again. And now it's really slowing down. Don't know why. Just because we're going up a hill, it doesn't understand it. We've gone down about 10 miles per hour just from that one hill. One thing to notice, there was a tree sticking out there pretty much into the road, and it kind of swerved around it, so that was cool. It does take these turns a lot smoother. It used to brake pretty hard before the turns, just not very, it was very robotic. Now it's a lot more gradual on V12. But you see, if I had a car behind me, I would be getting honked at. They'd be on my ass. Oh, there is a truck coming, of course. So yeah, I mean, these hills, it just doesn't, like, it just slows down every hill. It goes down to 38. We should be going about 50. That's what the truck coming up is doing. Easy. Good on the straightaways. Another brake right before the hill, and then it's going to do a big brake right here. Yep, big slowdown. Don't know why. Again, just doesn't understand the hills, I guess. So it's a straight road. It's just constantly accelerating, decelerating, accelerating, decelerating when it should not be. I mean, we've got perfect markings on the road. There's no cars in front of me. There's now no cars behind me. Just continuously, I mean, watch this. It's just every 5 to 10 seconds, it's decelerating pretty hard. And it doesn't need to be. Like, why? Again, why? That wasn't even a hill. I don't know why we just slowed down there. I don't know if it's like seeing the shadows of the trees. Doesn't make sense. It's pretty frustrating. Especially when there's cars behind you, you know, that gets pretty stressful. You can't really use it if you got cars behind you. or you have to keep your foot on the pedal, but you can only do that for so long until the car starts freaking out on you. Stops a little early on that. It stopped but then creeped forward to the actual stop line, although it's not far enough forward to see left and right, so I guess it's trying to peek and it looks good. Okay, so it just dropped to 25 miles per hour. Don't know why. That's not the speed limit here. Should be going about 40. But it's just going to continuously accelerate and decelerate for no reason. Drop to 25 again, but then goes up to 45. Okay. Bump that up to 50 if we can. I don't have any speed offsets on because I find that they're not consistent. I don't like the way that they work most of the time. So I keep it off. We just braked again before that hill. We'll probably do it again right here as we come over this one. Okay, didn't do it for that one. That's good. Big decel there. Don't know why. Just braked for no reason. After this turn, we're going to get into the pretty rough part. The car just does not drive the speed limit in which it should. I have a fat truck behind me. Hopefully it's not following because I'll have to disengage. Looks like it's following. That's great. Okay, car coming on the right. It almost went, it stopped itself. Thank you. That was good. Alright, so you can see the speed limit changing to 25, 45 a few times. It doesn't really know what to do here, so I'm just going to drop it. It should be about 30, 35. Pretty narrow roads. There's 2 lanes for the next 20 minutes. Sometimes high traffic, sometimes pretty dead. Drop down to 25 again for some reason. This is not a 25 zone. It's about a 35-40 right here. And it's slowing down to 29. We should be going 35 up. Slowing down again. What are we slowing down for? I don't understand. And slowing down again for no reason. Get back up to 30 and slow down again. Okay, why are we going 28 miles an hour? I guess because it thinks the speed limit is 25. It's definitely not. But okay. Clearly says 45 right there. Let's see if it'll actually do 45. In my experience, it doesn't. Slowing down pretty tough here, down to 28. Again, the speed limit's 45 here. You saw that sign. We're going 30, 20, 28 consistently. Luckily, there's no cars behind me, so I don't have to engage in any way, but as soon as a car comes up behind me, I'll have to. It just continuously just decelerates after every bump, every turn. Now, would you notice this if you weren't driving, if you weren't in the driver's seat, you were being Ubered around by somebody? At this state, yes, because your body's constantly back and forth from the accelerating and decelerating, but I assume in the next update that'll be polished off and it'll be a little smoother. Still going less than 30. This is pretty slow. We're going to take an unprotected left here. Pretty confident in that turn. That was nice. Alright, so here's where it gets to just essentially one road, no markings, no lanes. 2-car width. Driving real slow here. 25 is kind of slow. We should be going 30, 35. As you can see, the other cars are flying by. It's just overly cautious, I guess. I did have to disengage yesterday on one of these turns because obviously, like you can see, the cars are kind of flying, and around one of these turns, obviously it's going to try and cut into the left of the lane when it shouldn't, and those other cars will come straight into your line of sight, and you'll have to disengage real quick. Happened to me yesterday. Could do better staying on the right side of the road around those turns. Taking this one super slow, 14 miles an hour. That's crazy. Thank God there's no cars behind me. I got time today. On a given day, I take this very exact section about 30 miles an hour. It's going 14, 15. I mean, pretty slow. I'm not gonna tap the pedal until a car comes up behind me. I mean, this is crazy. 12 miles an hour for real. Come on. All right, I gotta tap. This is crazy. I gotta tap the pedal. I gotta do something here. So my foot's on the pedal. I'll let it go. See if it can find its bearings here. Going a little quicker. Taking this one super slow. Wow. Okay, this is kind of crazy. Going 15. Okay, you see that truck that came by? That's where I had to disengage yesterday. Luckily, it was more on the right side this time. And going freaking 10 miles an hour. I mean, so far, I haven't had to disengage. I guess that's the upside here. But I have had to tap the pedal, tell it to hurry its ass up, because this is grandma level. Handles those oncoming cars pretty well, pretty confidently, doesn't freak out. And hard slow down for no reason. It's got to get a lot more confident with these turns. This is insane. Oh, I actually have a car behind me. Shit. I gotta tap the pedal here. I'm gonna get pulled over for going so slow. I mean, people drive golf carts on these roads faster than that. All right, just stopped. Crept forward. All right, so we should be going 45. Some people do 50 here. I got a car right in my ass though, so let's see if it'll go up to 45. It's not even going the speed limit, which has been my experience on these roads. There we go, come on. We can go faster. And it's not gonna do 45. Too scared. Alright, so big slowdown before that hill. To tap the pedal here. I got somebody riding my ass. It won't go the speed limit for whatever reason. When most people drive 5 over. Comes out of stop signs a lot quicker. It reminds me of like FSD V12 when it would fly out of stop signs or out of like right turns off a stoplight. Not as aggressive, but definitely faster than 11.4.9 or 11.9.4, whatever it was. See it decelerating every few seconds. And it's not like extremely abrupt, but it's enough to like jolt your body forward. So like, I don't know why we just dropped like 5 miles per hour right there. But it goes up to 40, then drops, then goes up to 40, then drops. Like every 5 seconds. And it doesn't make sense. Now we're coming up to the highway here. It does a lot better on the highway, so just wanted to show you guys that road, that 20-minute drive through those roads, and just how it handles it. It's just, I don't know if it's overcautious or hasn't seen roads like that yet, hasn't been trained on roads like that yet. I don't know what it is, but hopefully it's doing it enough will give them enough training, and obviously they've got other testers, but it's been like this for years, so it would be great. I've been on beta since October 2021. I think I was like one of the first 2,000 or whatever, and I've had the same issues on the same streets, so I'm hoping one day it'll finally be over.